to a brand new episode of Drunken Score. We are back in the warehouse, and you get to see our beautiful faces again together. Nick is finally here. We're finally glad to have him back. He is here for the people.
I'm here for you guys.
He's here for you guys. He is the most knowledgeable man I know when it comes to football. So like I said, take note. This weekend we are extremely busy. There will be more podcasts recorded because the basketball season is coming up. So be on the lookout for those.
First game is next week?
Next Tuesday, I believe.
Tuesday. Regular season starts.
That's exciting.
Jeez, October. Busiest fourth month of the year. You got baseball World Series.
Hockey.
You got hockey starting. You got football starting. You got college football going. The only thing not really happening is college basketball. That won't happen until November.
Correct. The WNBA finals is going on right now.
Yep.
So, I mean, it's jam-packed to sports, so there's always something to talk about. But with that being said, we're going to get right into it. We're going to get into this warehouse edition. This guy right here going 12-3 last week. That is probably the best I'm going to do all year long. So, woohoo, good for me. Nick will probably do even better because, like I said, he knows what he needs to do. But last week he didn't do so hot.
He went
7-8, but that's okay. If that's the worst you do, you know.
There were a lot of upsets that happened last week that I wasn't expecting. I mean, you had the Eagles going down, you had the 49ers going down. Now, granted, those are part of your two losses, correct? For those two teams?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So that wasn't really going to affect Riley too much, but did affect me, and there were some other losses in there that I didn't anticipate.
Yeah, that we disagreed on. And if the Colts wouldn't have lost, you know, I could have been undefeated. But it is sad to hear AR is going to have season-ending
Hasn't
surgery.
officially went down as of Wednesday yet. It is a highly possibility, but it hasn't he hasn't gone under the knife yet. They're still gathering information.
That is very true. But
Talking it over with his mama.
oh, absolutely 100%. So Nick's record is at 49 wins and 28 losses. So he's still doing really good. And I'm at 53 wins and 40 losses.
Well, you did get over me for a second. I did have more wins than you did, but this last week really helped you there.
Yes, it did. But it's a new week, and Nick could jump right back into first place. We'll see what happens. But I did want to talk about two things before we get into the picks. I want to talk about the Eagles who got beaten by the Jets, and I want to talk about the 49ers who were beaten by the Browns. They were the last two undefeated teams of the regular season before they got taken down by the Jets, who doesn't have Aaron Rodgers, who has Zach Wilson, but they have a really good defense. The 49ers who got beat by the Browns, who have a really good defense as well. Is this just a fluke, Nick, or were these two teams outbeaten by two really good teams?
I think the 49ers one, losing to the Browns, is a bit more of a fluke than, I tell you what, the Jets and the Browns both have really good defenses.
Correct.
Both those defensive lines are really good. One might argue that the Jets' defense might be better depth-wise than the Browns. Both of them were on the road. The Jets were at home. The more impressive one was the Browns. So that's why I think the 49ers one was a little bit more of a fluke, losing at home.
Yeah.
The Eagles haven't really looked like the Eagles of last year, this year so far, but they have played pretty tough opponents. Mm-hmm. I'd have to chop it up more to the 49ers. Up until this point, the 49ers have looked like the most dominant team. I mean, you had Browns quarterback that's playing right now.
Oh, I don't know.
Deshaun Watson being out. Oh, he's not coming to me.
Mike, who is it?
I don't fucking know. I don't watch. I'm sorry for running the podcast, but I don't like the Browns. I'm a Browns fan. Minus quarterbacks.
Okay. Well, anyway, Zach Wilson compared to the Browns' backup quarterback right now, it's probably even. So if that's a wash, the Jets probably have the better overall team. So that's why I give it to the Niners as more of a fluke loss than the Eagles losing on the road.
No, I definitely agree with that. You know, they definitely were upsets for sure. But, you know, that's going to happen throughout the season. You know, no team's going to go undefeated. Well, more than likely it's not going to happen, but it has happened. But is it ever going to happen again? That's the question that we all want to know. But I think Eagles and 49ers will both get back on track. So not too worried about either of them, but who knows how the Jets and Browns are going to turn out, depending on how their quarterbacks are doing and where they are with their rehab. Well, we're going to get straight into our picks. On Thursday Night Football, it is the Jaguars coming in and playing the New Orleans Saints at 8:15. The Jags, Trevor Lawrence's knee, I think he's optimistic. I don't know if he's going to play yet or not, so that could sway a lot of people's decisions. But the Jaguars are coming into the Saints territory. I think the Saints get this win at home, and I think this will be a good first half Thursday Night Football game, but I feel like second half is going to be, I think the Saints will pull away a little bit. So I'm going Saints here to start off my winning week.
Yeah, I am also going with the Saints as well. Saints are going to get the win on the road.
At home.
At home. Sorry, yes. At home. At home.
Then our first 1 o'clock game is the Atlanta Falcons versus the Buccaneers. Who do you see winning this one?
Buccaneers. Buccaneers again have been a surprise team. I'm still saying the Falcons are a very competitive team so far, more competitive than would have imagined coming into the season, but I'm going to give the Bucs.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I think the Bucs, edge just went out. I think it'll be, a good 1 o'clock game, but I think Baker, he's finding his groove. So we'll see what happens at 1 o'clock. Then you got the Raiders coming in and playing the Bears. I really don't know who to pick here because are the Bears tanking? Are the Raiders just staying afloat? I don't really know, but I think the Bears are kind of tanking a little bit and, going for the number 1, number 2 pick. So I'm going to go Raiders here, even though it's at home for the Bears.
I'm going to go with the Bears on the road.
At home.
I think you said the Raiders were at home.
No.
Bears at home.
Soldier Field.
Yeah, Jimmy Garoppolo is questionable. Played this week. I'm going to give the Bears.
Not a bad pick there at home. Then you got the Cleveland Browns coming in and playing the Indianapolis Colts. With AR, maybe not, having surgery, Gardner Minshew is going to step up. He is our backup quarterback. Maybe going forward towards the rest of the season. I don't know what the Browns are going to do. They have a really good defense. Colts, we have a really good defense. I know it's at home, but I'm going to go Browns here.
Look, we just can't have anything nice.
That's a good way to put it.
Okay, we have an outstanding rookie quarterback that had played well in the preseason. Saw flashes week 1, flashes week 4 versus Tennessee, flashes versus Houston in the quarter and a half that he played. Defense is really good. We get Jonathan Taylor back, down goes AR.
That is true.
As he said, Colts have a good defense. Well, we just lost one of our best defensive tackles on a PED suspension. Grover Stewart's gone for 6 weeks.
Oh, man.
So that's a big nail. So a lot of players got to step up, but it's going to compromise the Forrest Buckner's position. So I like that it's at home. Deshaun Watson's still questionable. I'm going to roll with the Colts. I'm that fan who's going to stick by us through thick and thin. Look, I went through 2-14. I went through 4-12. I'm here for it.
We'll see how the season pans out.
Yeah, but I'm going to go with Colts at home. I think that's the key, is that they are
At home, yeah. Then you got the Washington Commanders coming in playing the New York Giants at 1 o'clock. Not too many, I don't know.
Washington Commanders.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know if Daniel Jones is going to play. Tyrod Taylor's the backup there in New York. Giants are a mess.
How is Barkley? Is he playing?
Maybe not. I don't care if he is playing or not. Give me the Commanders.
Commanders going to win.
Yep.
This is our 1 o'clock game of the week. I think so. It is the Detroit Lions coming in playing the Baltimore Ravens. This is going to be a great game. Man, I'd probably have to flip a coin, but when in
Detroit.
doubt, let's go the Ravens. So you're going Lions.
Yes.
I'm going the
So,
Ravens here. It's a big test for both teams.
You have 3 teams now, I think, are in the upper echelon. Maybe 4 best teams in the league now, because everyone has a loss.
Yep.
You have the Niners still.
Yep.
You have the Eagles.
Yep.
You got to put the Lions in there.
Yep.
Put some respect on the Lions. They're 5-1, just like the Eagles.
Put the Chiefs up
just
there.
like the Ravens. The other one I'm going to put in there is the Dolphins as well.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
And then you're going to put the Chiefs.
Yep.
How crazy is that? We're going to put the Chiefs, at least to me, I'm going to put the Chiefs 5.
They're just not in mid-season form.
They're all
right
the
now.
same. They all have the
Really.
same record.
Yeah.
But you have to put Detroit above Kansas City because they beat Kansas City at Kansas City.
I agree with that. Yep.
So, am I going to say the Lions are the best team right now? I'm going to say there's a 4-way tie.
Yep.
I'm
No,
going to say a 4-way tie for one.
I agree
Because
with
the
that.
Dolphins, I mean, I think you could chop up losing to Buffalo at Buffalo as a good loss.
Yeah, Buffalo's 4-2, so. But
Yeah,
the next,
Dorian Thompson-Robinson, that's the Cleveland Browns quarterback. Sorry,
Whoever that is.
it was on my mind.
hey, at least you remembered.
I did.
Football knowledge right there. But you've got the Buffalo Bills coming in playing the Patriots. This should be a pretty easy. I feel like this game, there's going to be an easy one for the Bills, but I think the Patriots finally put up some points. But I'm still going to rock with the Bills.
Give them the Bills too. They got to figure it out there in New England.
It is at home.
I don't care.
So that finishes up our 1 o'clock time slot.
Oh, it's the Ravens and the Lions.
Yep,
The game of the
100%.
week of the 1 o'clock, without a doubt.
Yep, I agree with that.
I mean, maybe the two
That's a
backup
3-4
quarterbacks here in
point swing,
Indianapolis
I
will be the game of the week with the Browns and the Colts. Who
Yeah,
knows?
no.
But no, it's the Lions and Ravens. I'm not even going to
Yeah, 100%.
try to slip that in.
Our first 4:05 game is Arizona Cardinals versus Seattle Seahawks. Even though even though the Cardinals don't have the best record, their games have been, kind of close. But I still think it's at the Seahawks. Give me the Seahawks.
Give me Seattle as well.
Then you've got the Pittsburgh Steelers coming off a bye week playing the LA Rams. LA Rams are at home. I think, Cooper Kupp is now back playing pretty well. I have to personally go with the Rams, even though I think the Steelers put up a fight in the first quarter.
Before their bye week, Steelers had a good win versus Baltimore. Comeback win in the final minute. I don't think it's going to happen. I think give me the Rams at home.
Yeah. It's going to be a loud stadium.
Yes.
Then at 4:25, you got those Chargers coming off a 3-point loss on Monday night, playing the Kansas City Chiefs. This is an AFC West showdown. Usually always a good game. When are the Chargers going to get over that hump? The Swifty movement is just too strong right now. I'm going with the Chiefs.
Give me the Chiefs.
Then at 4:25, our last 4:25 game is the Green Bay Packers versus the Denver Broncos. Do you have Green Bay on this one? Is this a pretty easy one for you? All right. I'm going to have to agree with that. I think the Packers win as well. Maybe Russell, they are at home. Maybe he plays a little bit better, but just doesn't win though. So if we had to pick the 4:25 game of the week, which one are you going with?
Chargers and the Chiefs.
Realistically, on paper and stuff, yes, but I'm going to go the Cardinals versus Seahawks since that's a divisional matchup as well. Then at 8:20, this is a beautiful Sunday night game that we've been waiting for. It's the Miami Dolphins coming in and playing the Philadelphia Eagles. Nick, I'll let you go first here. Are we swimming with the Dolphins or are we flying high with the Eagles? Both have good defenses.
Yes, but the one that's going to stand out is the Eagles. It's going to be more of the Dolphins offense versus the Eagles defense than the other way around. This is tough.
I'm going Miami Dolphins. I'm going swimming in the ocean. I think that the Dolphins are the best team in the league right
But
now.
are you going to get a repeat of Dolphins at Buffalo?
I
Where it
don't
was
think so.
similar type thing and Buffalo just
Crushed them. They did.
crushed them as 40-20.
Yeah.
So this is why it's going to be called the pause.
Understand.
Give me the Dolphins as well.
You sure? Are you sure?
Yeah, give me
You
the Dolphins.
you don't want
on
to
the road.
disagree? It looked like we were going to disagree there.
Give me the Dolphins on the road.
All right.
I think you got
It's gonna be a great game.
you got two play callers that are going to change things up here.
It's Alabama versus Alabama quarterbacks.
Yes, it is. It's the first time they've played against each other since they were teammates. So this is going to be a good one on
Absolutely.
Sunday night.
I'm excited.
Yeah,
I'm
because you get to
super
watch
excited.
it.
Oh, I will get to watch it. Being Nebraska. Hell yeah. The 49ers and the Vikings played Monday night. Will Christian McCaffrey be healthy? Will Deebo Samuel be healthy? How's Kirk Cousins? This is a primetime game for him.
49ers.
Yeah. I agree.
Stop talking. 49ers. I don't care if it's home or away. 49ers.
I don't think that way.
Debo's going to play. I know he's questionable with his shoulder. He's going to play.
100%.
Christian McCaffrey might be a little bit more up in the air. I think they'll be fine. More so not him, then maybe Debo.
Yeah.
But give me the 49ers. I don't think they're losing 2 straight.
No, 100%. They definitely bounce back, and the Vikings, are just the Vikings. So, with that being said, we'll see who rises to the occasion, who comes out on top. There are a few disagreements here. How many games are this week? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So, there's only 13 games this week. So,
A lot of teams on bye weeks.
a lot of teams are on bye weeks. Eventually we'll get back to that, high record number, and we'll see if anybody can go 17 15
13 and 0. You said there's 13 games.
No, I meant like when all the teams come back from bye weeks and they're all playing.
Well, bye weeks didn't start till week 4 or week 5,
Yeah.
and then I think the last bye week is week 11 or
11?
week 12.
Yeah.
Week 11. The Colts are week 11, and I think there's
Okay.
some bye weeks after. So I think week 12 is the
Week
last
12.
bye week.
So week 13 we'll get
13 and on.
we'll see, can someone be perfect and pick all the games correct? That's what I'm really excited for. Hopefully you guys are really excited for that.
What do you guys
as well.
think?
Who comes out on top?
What do you guys think? Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, thanks, guys. We appreciate it. Come back. This video will be dropping in the morning. We appreciate you all. Until next time, we're
Hit
out.
that subscribe button.